YouTube, how you doing, Earthlings? Welcome to Rockwell International, the home of the Space Shuttle builds. Well, actually no, it's my flat. I don't know if... Yeah, I thought I'd better tell you just in case you couldn't work out from the surroundings. But anyway, right, part 15 I do believe of my Space Shuttle builds. I'm almost getting there. I'm going to be going around my room because I've got Space Shuttle bits in 3 areas at the moment. I want to show you the bits that I've been doing. I'm going to start here with my Columbia AIRFIX Space Shuttle boosters. Right, I've just done a little video actually, and I just managed to knock off this nice little pointy bit I had on the tip of my fuel tank there, but not to worry. Right, you may have noticed that I've been doing some transfer work on my solid rocket boosters. Well, I say transfer work, the only actual transfers that I got out of off the transfer sheet out the AIRFIX were these 2 black bits here and these 2 rectangles there, and these white bits here, which are the arming door, which I think has to have an H shape on it, but I'm not sure. I'll look into that. You might notice that I've got these exploding struts attached to the Space Shuttle. I'll go over that in a little while. Let's carry on with the transfers. Yeah, in the AIRFIX transfer sheet, you only get 4 of these, which is a right pain in the arse because there's actually 8. So I've had to, yeah, these are the 2 that, no, these are the ones out of the kit. And I've had to make these ones myself. They're a bit smaller, but I've had to use this. There's all these gubbins of Space Shuttle bits going around the top of these for a later, it must be for a later booster. So I just cut out and made these ones here, and I've had to do the same on this one. There's a red line down here. They were left over from the red line thing that I didn't use on. They were supposed to go around here on my Revell booster, but I couldn't see them on the Atlantis last shuttle launch, so I've taken them. I've put them on around here. They possibly should be on the raised section, but I'm not going to worry about that. Right, all of these black lines, they expected you to mask out and paint these on yourself, but I did this. Hold on a sec. I used a bit of black rubbery tape, and I cut out all of the lines. Unfortunately, I think a lot of them started too small up here and ended up too large down here. So some of them you can quite noticeably see that they're a lot wider in this section than they are here, but most of them are really not really that noticeable. And then the red line around here, which appears on the first Space Shuttle mission, was from an A10 Warthog model kit. So that's all of the transfers I'm going to be putting on these. There's other armed transfers that go down the body of it, and there's some little round bits down here, and there's some little round dots around here, which I may well still have to do because they're quite noticeable, and I've got to paint in a bit of detail for the separation rocket things, but I haven't done that yet. I've just gone ahead and sprayed them the gloss with some gloss Mod Podge onto the mat, and it took a few layers on it, but it's finally got to the sort of the sheen that I want. Right, so these struts, you might notice there's one sitting here still. I've placed this one on here. So what I had to do is, well, first of all I had to cut out a section from that to accommodate that bit here because it was holding off at the wrong angle. So I put that one on first so I can place that in there. Then the pin goes in the hole, and then I had to very carefully place this one on here and glue it and leave it to dry, and that's how it was, how you found it, how I found it just now when I started doing my film. So I've got to do the other side, yeah, and I probably am going to have to glue these onto the fuel tank because it's all a bit, I was saying that, it's not wobbly at all really. I don't know, I might get away with having them still removable because I like to have my bits and pieces of my models still working in a certain way. So I think I'll probably be having the Columbia will not be glued on because it's really quite tough when you stick it on there. Right, okay, so second position is what I'm doing over here with Atlantis. Right, I haven't really done more painting on it. I've got some grey down here which needs some work. Just sort of done it quite roughly, but you might notice these sections that I've got from there's a toy, I can't remember the name of it now. It's about 45 quid's worth of toy now apparently, but I'm going to use these bits for the things that the Space Shuttle is going to be resting on, instead of these stupid bits here, which I don't know why some people use, but these are going to be gone. And lots of people have used some of these metal fencing around the edging and piping. I don't know how far I'm going to go with that sort of detail. There's some pipes that go down the side for fuel. But these are the bits that all of the conduit comes out and attaches to the Space Shuttle before it launches. But all of the weight of the Space Shuttle is all on these 8 bolts that hold the solid rocket boosters to the. But these have got sort of a little ledge here, which I'm going to have to. This has shrunk, so it's got loose again. So I'm probably going to be building around here in just clay and then trying to smooth it all off nicely and painting it up. I've still got to put the tracks on the bottom of the launch pad. It's a horrible launch pad. They put a lot of work into detailing the Space Shuttle and the fuel tanks and that, and they make this piece of garbage. You can buy an aftermarket version of it which is much nicer and a lot more expensive. But anyway, right now I'm going to go over to here because this is the last place that I'm going to do this today. I'm going to finish Columbia today, and all I have to do to little Columbia is, well, you can see I've got the tiles down here, the carbon tiles down here. I'm going to have to do the quite controversial this side of the tiles, of the carbon, so I've done the base sort of grey layer just to sort of get my lines quite nice. I've got to do a bit of work on there, and then my shiny Space Shuttle Columbia, the new build first flight Space Shuttle Columbia, will be done. Yeah, these windows at the top here, they've got a bit. They were a nice uniform grey colour with a nice sharp black line around them when I cut them out of the bit of paper, or when I printed them out onto some white paper. But I might use some clear Mod Podge and a bit of grey paint and try and get those back to how they should be looking. These windows here, they're just a bit of a disaster, to be honest. They're all ripply and they're proud of the bit of paper now, because I've used so much Mod Podge to try and smooth it out. But I may well come back to those on a later date and redo them, or I'll just leave them as they are because I just want to get them finished, to be honest. So So yeah, that's just the last part of my Columbia build. Yeah, anyway, how long's that video been? Just turn my screen around. Only 10 minutes. What more have I got to talk about? No, that's it really. So today I'm going to be finishing Columbia. Definitely doing that today. I'm going to be attaching the last of those struts to the booster rocket on the Columbia fuel tank and yeah, boosters and Columbia fuel tank. And what else have I got? Yeah, those black dots around the cone of the those solid rocket boosters on the Columbia. Oh yeah, one other quick little thing on that. This in the AIRFIX transfers, they got this red line that goes around the top of the fuel tank there, and it was way too much of a curve, and when I put it on, it just didn't match up at all. It didn't line up properly. Maybe they wanted you to put it up a bit further or something, I don't know, but I had to keep on cutting out sections of about 1 centimetre and then putting that on, and then other sections. You can see it's not quite a straight line, but from the distance I'm going to be placing my space shuttle from hanging from the ceiling, you're not really going to notice that. But anyway, I think that's about it. I'm just not going to do any more scores. I'm just going to tot up at the end and tell you which one, but I think you know which one I think is the best already, because it's going to be the AIRFIX. But anyway, I might surprise you at the end and just completely reverse my decision. Anyway, thank you for watching this wobbly cam video. Sorry about the wobbly cam. And please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. Hit the bell button for notifications about whenever I get round to doing another video. And goodbye. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and be safe out there. Goodbye.